Good evening. I'm Flo Khan and welcome to Lea Valley Academy's Sixth Form Virtual Open Evening. For this event, the Sixth Form team will be providing you with vital information that both you and your child will need in order to make a decision on the next stage of your educational journey. We will then follow with a question and answer session, and here you will have the opportunity to type your questions into the conversation box on your screen. You will then be provided with a link to access our full-length Sixth Form promotional film. We do hope you find this evening useful, and we look forward in supporting all your queries and concerns for your child's exciting chapter of study. What's really useful in making your decision on the best place for your child's Sixth Form future is to know what our results are. And so here are our A-level results. ALPS stands for A-Level Performance System, and this is a good indication of progress made following your child's GCSE results. As you can see, ALPS 1 is the highest level, and we achieved ALPS 2. Again, we have our results for our BTEC triple qualification, achieving an ALPS 2 with an outstanding result of 82% for D star to D, which is the equivalent as A star to A grades at A level. I do suggest that you compare these results to other Sixth Form provisions. Here are our A-level superstars from summer 2020, all attending Russell Group universities, including the prestigious Cambridge University. And again, here our BTEC superstars, also attending Russell Group universities, studying a wide range of subjects. I shall now pass you to Ms. Mizuraka.
Good evening and welcome again. I'm Josie Mizuraka and I'll be going through the Sixth Form Pastoral Support Team. Mr. Busho is the Trust Director of Sixth Form, who leads both the Lea Valley Academy Sixth Form and the Edmonton County Sixth Form. Ms. Khan is the Senior Sixth Form Progress Lead for Vocational Studies, and I'm the Sixth Form Progress Lead for A-Levels. Ms. Comer is the Sixth Form Student Manager, who also works closely on a one-to-one basis with the students, especially with the UClass process. We have an established and experienced Sixth Form tutor team, followed by specialised subject teachers for the Sixth Formers. What are the advantages of staying on at Lea Valley Academy? The teachers know you, know your strengths and your weaknesses. They can give you additional support through the curriculum and the pastoral programme. At Lea Valley Academy, form groups have specialised Sixth Form tutors that support their students with Unifrog Careers programme, CV writing, opportunities for university summer camps, work experience, extracurricular clubs and university applications. I'll now pass you on to Mr. Busho.
Thank you, Ms. Mizuraka, Ms. Khan, and thank you all for attending to find out more about our Sixth Form. I'd like to start off by saying I'm incredibly proud to be part of such an inclusive and successful Sixth Form and playing a part in continuing the tradition of helping our students to get outstanding results and move on to destinations in line with their dreams and aspirations. When making a decision, a few things to be thinking about. Number one, the grass isn't always greener. Being 5 years in one place can seem like it's best to move on and think about a different change. But what you've got to think about, and the most important question you need to ask yourself is this: where in 2 years will you get the best results in terms of moving on to your next steps? What counts is that you get the best grades that your talent deserves. So you need to look at what's best for you. Do not stay because your friends are staying. Do not leave because your friends are leaving. And don't make decisions necessarily on the teachers that you've been used to and enjoy having. What you've got to look at is making sure that what you make, the decision that you make, is in the best interest of you and your long-term prospects. Now, in terms of what courses you should study, the decision should be based on not necessarily what you are thinking about in terms of your long-term profession, be it a doctor, be it a medic, whatever it may be. What you should focus on primarily at the moment, what you are good at and what you enjoy. If you're good at it, you'll probably achieve well in it. And achieving well will give you the options and the choices for your next steps. What counts is the points that you get, and particularly if you're looking to go university. The higher your grades, the higher your points. The higher your points, the more choices you will have for university courses. So that's what you really should be thinking about when you're making your decisions. In terms of the courses that we offer, if you have a look, we have an extensive range of A levels, and we're also now in a very strong position to have single, double and triple award BTECs. Only colleges really provide such a broad offer. We are in a fortunate position, as I said, because we've joined forces with Edmonton County, and we now make sure that we have the experience and expertise and subject specialists all delivering these courses. You also need to be realistic about the courses that you can do. Here's the entry criteria for A levels. Being advanced level courses, the entry criteria is much higher. You look in minimum 5s in most courses, and in the sciences and maths, you're looking at around the 6 to a 7. For BTEC level 3, slightly lower, but you need to be getting at least the 4s and 5s. And now I'll pass you back to Ms. Mizuraka.
A day in the life of a sixth former. Sixth form starts at 8:30 a.m, where students are registered and follow a pastoral programme in their form rooms. Students then attend their A-level or BTEC lessons. When students have non-contact lessons, the school provides different venues to support their studies. We have a silent study zone where they can use the school laptops, the sixth form common room for group work, and the library where they can access the computers and use the careers resources. At 11 a.m, sixth formers have access to the school canteen, or they can go for a brisk walk down the road to buy lunch. After school, sixth formers still have access to the common room, silent study zone and the library until 4:30. Next steps and timelines. The deadline for our sixth form application, which is online, will close on the 11th January 2021. Students are then interviewed by a member of the sixth form team during March to give them advice regarding choices. A conditional offer will be sent out in April via Admissions Plus on an email. Students will sit their GCSE exams in May/June 2021. Results come out in August, where students normally come into school to collect their grades and provisionally enrol into the sixth form. September 2021 is when students start their level 3 courses in the sixth form. Thank you for attending the sixth form virtual open evening. You now have the opportunity to write in and ask any additional questions. Then the event will conclude with a link attached leading you to the sixth form open evening video, where you can see our fantastic facilities and hear from our wonderful year 12 and 13 students explaining why they chose Lea Valley Academy as their sixth form.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mizuraka. Okay, so we're now going to move over to the question and answer session, and we already have some questions, so we'll start from now. First question, can sixth form teen apply for uni for me? I shall pass that on to
Unfortunately, the sixth form team can't apply for you. That is a process that you need to do yourself. We support you with the process. You apply online, and it's the application is called UCAS. We support you with that. We help you write your personal statement. The school writes a reference for you, and then you send the application off through the process of UCAS, and it goes to 5 universities. So you will need to do that yourself, but we do support you through the whole process. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, now for our second question. How do you choose between A-level and BTEC in sixth form? Okay, I shall answer this question. The two qualifications are the same level in terms of level 3. You need to look at your qualities in terms of, are you a student that achieves well on exam-based courses? So the A-level course is obviously 2 years. At the end of the 2 years, you sit exams for those 3 A-levels. In terms of BTEC, BTEC is also for 2 years, but your assessment is throughout the duration of the course. So this will include, say, for example, 13 units for business, 4 of which are externally based assessments. This includes a written exam and controlled assessments. And so your assessment is ongoing throughout those 2 years rather than just at the end of the 2 years. So you need to look at yourself in terms of how will I best cope? Do I have good revision techniques should I want to go down the A-level route? Do I enjoy extended writing in terms of completing coursework for the BTEC, knowing that you will get feedback to upgrade your work? I do suggest that you speak to both A-level students and BTEC students to get a more grounded opinion of those courses, but by all means access some of the textbooks in the library, speak to class teachers, but you really need to look and feel what's the best for you in terms of how you want to be assessed. I hope that answers your question. We'll now go to another question. What grades do I need to get onto A levels? Okay, Mr. Bouchot, I think we sort of covered that in our presentation, but if you want to just go over that again, sir.
Yes, I mean, it really depends what A-level that you're interested in doing. So for example, if you're looking to do the sciences, it's normally 6s and a 7 in that specific science that you're looking to do at A-level. If it's maths, again, a 6, I'd recommend students, the entry criteria would say a 6, but you'd really be needing a high-end 6/7 to I think I'd said it before, but the step from 11 to 12 from GCSE to A-level is huge. So to access those skills and hit the ground running at an A-level, you really need to be getting the 6s and 7s, especially at subjects like maths and the sciences, because the step is huge. For some of your more humanities-based lessons, history, geography, for example, sociology, 5/6s. So it really depends on the A-level that you're looking to do. If you have a look on our prospectus and on our online application system, you'll see the entry criteria there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question. Are A-levels similar to GCSEs? I'm going to introduce you to Blesson, one of our Year 13 students, who is going to answer this question. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I definitely feel like the depth of learning is much greater at A-level, especially the analysis that we go into as students at A-level is very, very different to GCSE. I feel like the skills that we need, the transferable skills, differ from GCSE.
Thank you, Blesson.
Sorry, can I just add also another thing to think about for students in terms of GCSE to A-level and the difference. In year 11, from year 7 to 11, in fact, you have 5 lessons a day, 5 days a week. When you go on into A-level or BTEC, whichever course you do at sixth form, you have, I'd say, just over 50% teaching time and just under 50% in what's called independent study. And that's one of the most important skills to be successful. I've said it before, the step from 11 to 12 is huge. One of the most important skills to develop to be successful at sixth form and then moving on to university is be able to prepare yourself as an independent learner, and it's utilising that independent study time that I would say is key. If you can make the step successfully from year 11 to 12 and consolidate that in year 13, you can definitely be prepared for university life, especially if that's where you're looking to go. The step from year 13 to university is quite straightforward, it's quite easy, but the step from 11 to 12 will be the hardest academic step any student will make.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have another question. Do you need A-levels to go uni? I shall pass that over to Ms. Mizuraka.
Right, the question is, do you need A-levels? Yes. University accept any course that is a level 3. So A-levels or BTEC, because they're both level 3, will be accepted at most universities and all Russell groups. There are a few universities that might not accept a BTEC, but that is only very high-flying universities like Oxford and Cambridge, but they are also changing at the moment, so they're looking at the criteria accepting BTECs as well. So the answer to your question is yes, A-levels are accepted at university, but so are BTEC level 3s.
Can I just also add, sorry to keep interrupting, but can I also add that BTECs and A-levels are now regarded in the same way for universities with regards to the point system. So a distinction star would be the same points as an A star at A level. A distinction would be the same points as an A at A level. A merit will be the same as a C, and a pass would be the same as an E. So in terms of the points in applying for university, it's exactly the same. If you look back on when we add this on our website, and you see some of the students that were successful in getting to universities last year, you had a few students there that actually made it to Russell Group universities purely with BTECs. So in terms of the courses, BTEC or A level, BTECs are very different to what they were before. They're a lot harder. Nationally, results for BTEC have gone down, and the reason they've gone down is because they're harder, and that's why universities regard it a lot higher now.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have another question. It says here, you said single, double and triple award BTEC. What is the difference? Okay, I'll answer that question. A single award is equivalent to 1 A level. A double award is obviously 2 A levels, and a triple award is equivalent to 3 A levels. I hope that does clarify your question. Just to add in though, to be aware, BTECs have been around since 1984. So they are a qualification that has substantially sort of developed itself, now delivered in over 100 countries, from level 1 right up to degree level. So, you know, in terms of your views on A level and BTEC, it really is something to consider, that it isn't not a lesser qualification, it is equal to A level. It's the assessment that is different. Okay, thank you. Now, next question. How do I know when my interview is and if I get in? Okay, Miss Mizuraka.
When you apply through Admissions Plus, your processes come to the school. The sixth form team deals with it, mainly Miss Coma, who's on the side next to me. And there, once you reread your application, we will send you back an interview date and a conditional offer. Conditional offer means that you will be accepted in our sixth form as long as you reach the required grades to get into that course. So it will be sent to you via your email through Admissions Plus, and it will give you a date and the next steps. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, our next question. Is it easy to apply to go to university? I think we're going to pass this to Blesson because Blesson is at that stage.
Thank you, ma'am. I definitely feel that Lea Valley have invested in a software called Unifront, which is very, very helpful for me as a student. It helps filter out all the university options that I feel like are suited and tailorable for me. I feel like there's great staff around, such as Ms. Kerma, Ms. Mazuraka, and Mr. Busho, that help me in making the process very, very easy.
Thank you, Blesson. Okay, next question. Interesting. Can I do a mixture of A levels and BTEC? I shall pass that over to Mr. Busho.
Yes, you can. If you're doing single BTEC or double BTEC, that still allows you to do an A level. We'd normally recommend you do minimum 3 courses, maximum 4. Normally, at the end of your first year, you drop 1 and move down to 3. So you focus on getting the strongest grades possible in those 3. And if, for example, you're studying A level, we've now brought back in ASs. A lot of sixth form providers don't, but we decided to bring it in because if a student drops it after 1 year, they can still get currency that they can then cash in for university. So it definitely does help in the long term, starting with 4. But in terms of can you do a mixture, definitely you can, yes.
Thank you. Okay, I think this question is for Ms. Mizuraka. Will arts be at Lea Valley or Edmonton County due to the amount of students applying?
I'm very excited to answer an art question tonight. The answer to the question will be, we do have A-level art at Lea Valley. We will run if there's enough students applying and they stay on. If you still want to do art and we don't have the numbers at Lea Valley, you would just continue to do A-level art at Edmonton County. So the choice is yours, depending on numbers.
Can I also add to that regardless of which campus you would do art at, I don't know if you noticed actually, arts was the only A level that was in capitals, and that was because Miss Mizuraka actually designed this PowerPoint. So art is very highly regarded by the sixth form team. But one thing that's important, regardless of which campus art is done on, art results are very, very good. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, last year at ECS, we were in the top 10% for art A-level. So whichever campus it will be offered, hopefully both campuses, depending on demand, at least you know that you've got the experience and expertise there.
Thank you. Okay, question for Ms. Mizuraka. When can I start applying for Lea Valley?
The application opens online. I believe it goes live straight after this session. If it's not, it will definitely be open tomorrow morning. All you need to do is go on our school website, click on sixth form, and you'll be able to see the prospectus there. So you can look at the subjects in a little bit more detail if you wish, and look at the entry requirements, and it will have Admissions Plus. Press the link, apply, and you add your email and all your details on there, and they'll send it straight to the school. So you can apply as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have a similar question. How do I apply for Edmonton County as you are a trust fund? Mr. Boucher?
Hi there. In exactly the same way as you would apply for Lea Valley, the Edmonton County virtual evening is this time next week on the 26th of November, exactly the same format, 5:30 and then repeated again at 6:30 session. And ECS will then go online in terms of the application after the event. And again, the deadline is exactly the same as for Lea Valley, which is the 11th of January.
Thank you, sir. Okay, and our next question, is there BTEC Arts? The answer to that is there is BTEC Performing Arts at Edmonton County, which covers obviously the three arts of dance, drama and music. So yes, please look in the prospectus and it will give you the criteria and full information on the course content. Okay, is there any other questions? I would like to say, if you do think of questions after this event, please contact Lea Valley Sixth Form. We're also now adding the link you will see on the right hand side of your screen for the Sixth Form virtual film for you to watch. I hope you've enjoyed this session and hope we've answered all your questions, and we look forward to welcoming all the applications and the students to start here at Lea Valley and Edmonton County. Thank you.